Yo, what's going on, guys? Happy Sunday to everybody in the building. We're back. I guess this is kind of like an impromptu type of situation. I wasn't too sure if I was going to be going live on Sunday, but here we are. Shout out to Christian 2K. Let's go. Murder BX in the building. Lisa, Leslie, Dunk. Let's see it. So yes, guys, today's today's video is going to be about the Lisa Leslie dunks, which I honestly think are fire. Like, I really do, and I'm really excited to be showing them to each and every single one of you guys in the building. I've been drinking sparkling water over here. You know it. You know the grind over here. But I hope everybody is having a lovely Sunday. I know Sundays are typically more about spending time with family. If you are religious, going to church, and just, relaxing, you know what I mean? So I hope you guys are relaxing for today. But again, today's stream is going to be mainly focused on the Lisa Leslie dunks. And I did try for these. I think these released, I would say about 2 weeks ago. Let me double check over here. Let's scroll down. Let's go ahead and take a look at the exact drop date. So it did release in July. We're pretty much we're at the tail end of July. So this pretty much released on the second week of July on the 9th. All right. So it says over here, this upcoming summer celebrates the 20th anniversary of Lisa Leslie and her historic, dunk in the game back in 2002. So I got the box over here. We'll get right into it momentarily. It's an interesting box. It seems like a special box, if anything. And I know these were somewhat limited. So I'm definitely excited to be showing these to you guys. Again, most likely going to be a short stream for today. I don't intend to be on for too long, but I definitely did want to show you guys that I was able to acquire these. Not necessarily in my size, but I was able to acquire them mainly for the content that we're going to be going through today. So these are pretty awesome. Please note that this is a women's sneaker. So, there was kind of a cutoff with the sizing. If we go ahead and take a look real quick here on StockX, I would say these are doing fairly okay on the aftermarket, mainly in the bigger sizes, because a lot of men want this sneaker, even if it is a women's sneaker. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the sizing, because I would convert to an 11 women's because I'm a 9.5 men's. So I'd probably be spending anywhere from maybe 185 to maybe 190, maybe even close to 200 if I was going to purchase this over here. Okay. The size that I did get was a size 7.5 men's. So we're looking at 114, pretty much breaking even if you were to sell on the platform. If you buy on the platform, obviously you got to factor in, just all the fees, everything else, so it's like whatever pricing you typically see on these sites is like not the actual pricing until you're actually going to go purchase it. Because, I typically try to add anywhere from $35, maybe $45 on top of that, depending on where you live and where you're getting them shipped. Christian 2K says, are you going to sell them? Well, considering the fact they're not my size, yeah, I probably will. The main reason I did get this over here was mainly to review for you guys. So if anybody's interested, please don't hesitate to hit me up. More than happy to give you a good price for them. But yeah, again, my apartment over here, we have sneakers coming and they go. I try not to hold on to too much inventory over here. Because it's a lot. It's like with limited space, it's hard to work around a lot of sneakers coming in. So I want to make sure that any things that come in the building, I get to review it, give you my overall all honest thoughts on them, and then we just keep it moving on to the next. Now, if I did hit this on my size, I probably would be keeping them because this is a fire colorway. Okay, we got the Lakers colorways, and then we have this really nice teal stripe. Which I believe Nike said they use the stripe in their description as electric, and I really like that a lot because it's a loud stripe. It's very, very loud. But what do we see over here? So basically, the sneaker features the throwback colors of the LA Sparks with gold hues on the base of the sneaker with purple overlays. So obviously, I showed this to a buddy of mine, and he's like Kobe, and then he's like, wait a minute, number 9 isn't. He's like, I believe it's number 9, right? Yeah, he's like, number 9. Number 9's not Kobe. And I was like, no, it's not Kobe, it's Lisa Leslie. And he was like, oh, it just like looks completely like an LA type of sneaker because of the colorways. I mean, I know the teal definitely throws it off, but at the same time, I do like that amount of what's the right term I'm looking for over here? Just that spark. You know what I mean? It hits. It definitely does hit. We got an interesting black bottom over here, white with purple stitching. And I will take the sneakers out momentarily. My favorite dunks from this year are the Barts, Jackie, and the LA Dodgers. I agree. I actually agree with you. I'm trying to think what other dunks I would add in them. I really like the green apples. I really like the green apples. That's actually on my it's on my hit list for this year. I'm hoping they don't go too high in value. But out of all the fruity dunks that released, I like the green apples a lot. And the Jackie Robinsons for sure. I will be reviewing the Jackie Robinsons, not necessarily today, but sometime this week. I'm going to be putting out a video, so you guys stay tuned for that. I still haven't unboxed them. I know it might sound crazy, you guys, but they're still in the box. I want to unbox them with everybody watching, so we're going to get to that sometime this week. Again, we're cranking on content. If I could just even review a freaking sneaker a day, that would be awesome. I know it's not going to be the most realistic thing for this channel, but I'm going to try. You know what I mean? Because I don't need to hang on to all this heat. It can come, I can review it. Some of these sneakers I'm gonna hang on to, some are gonna keep moving. Yo, Oscar, what's going on? We got Oscar Limon in the building. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right. But for today's video, I got the box over here, guys. So we're gonna be getting into it in just a couple minutes over here. So again, I don't mean to keep anybody waiting. So the box is a pretty interesting box. We got, in the front, you got Nike in black with a cream background. And then when we kind of tilt the box, you got nice orange with Nike. Interesting box. It looks like a special type of box because, you know, most dunks typically come in that red box, you know, with just like the Nike in white. We open it up. We have standard paper. You see them? They're over there. And let's go ahead and take them out. So shout out to Nice Kicks, because they actually did have some of these, not in larger sizes. This was honestly, this was their largest size. And the size I'm seeing over here, it's a size women's 9, which converts to a 7.5 men's. So, you know, I didn't want to get anything smaller than this. I think this is just perfect because it actually looks like, okay, I'm actually holding something as opposed to if it was a much smaller sneaker. You know, I don't know. I think in terms of reviewing, I want to make sure that it actually looks like I'm holding something on the screen as opposed to holding like a baby sneaker. But these are clean. You got the 9 on the back. Stitching looks on point. The leather quality does look good. Again, I'm seeing this for the first time. Call me crazy. I buy sneakers and I literally open the box. Christian says, I like them, but they're not really my style. Hey, that's fine. I mean, these are very, very loud. I'm looking at the stitching, and yeah, so if you look really close here, the stitching is purple. Stitching purple. From afar, this is what it looks like. Wow, my light is kind of bright, but yeah, there you go. So typically women's sneaker, but a lot of men did want this, and that's why the larger sizes, as you see on the aftermarket, the larger sizes are doing significantly better. So my size all the way up to, I don't even know if they had like a 13. I mean, this is crazy. Like, no one's gonna pay $2,000 for this. I honestly think the cutoff was probably either an 11.5 women's or a 12. Because I think it actually might be a 12. I think the cutoff might be a 12. Because what would that convert into? Would that convert into a 10.5 men's, I believe? Yeah, I believe so. But yeah, overall, I think these are solid. Let me go ahead and just blow up the screen over here. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. Smash that like button so we can open up this channel and get more people in the building. Again, we're on that 2,000 subscriber chase. You guys know it. And we're also on the 4,000 watch hour chase as well. So that's why I'm live today. That's why we're doing more content, because I want to show this to everybody. Okay, so it's pretty much your standard dunk. I'm looking at the quality. Quality seems on point. I'm not seeing any like glue stains. I mean, over here, if we take a good look, there's a little bit. We're gonna have to get really close in there. Yeah, you guys can't really see it. It's like, there you go. You see a little bit of glue stain? Just a little bit. But other than that, I mean, it's like barely noticeable. This is what, you know, top down, when you're looking down in your sneakers, that's what it would look like. So you got a lot of yellow, purple. These are clean. I really wish these were my size. I would definitely have these in the collection. I think it's clean, you know. Regardless if it's a woman's shoe, at the end of the day, it's like, look, if you like something, rock it. You know what I mean? Bottom is black. Midsole white with the purple stitching. On the back, you got Nike. Let me pull out actually the other pair of sneakers. Because guys, guess what? This actually does come, I didn't realize, it does come with some extra laces. So we have, what do we have? We have purple and we also have the teal. I think the teal would be a little bit too loud considering the fact you already have that teal here. So teal laces on this might be just too much. Purple might look good. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's nice to have lace options. You can even mix and match. You can even have one shoe with purple and the other one with the teal. You can do whatever you want. Like, no, yeah, I think that's what's nice about, you know, sneakers overall is you can really mix and match. Like, there are no rules. Yo, what's up, New York Dad in the house? Yeah, we were able to hit on the Lisa Leslie's. They had a couple late pairs show up at one of my stores, so I wanted to review these, just kind of give you guys my overall thoughts. I think the quality is on point. I kind of wish they were my size, but hey, it is what it is. We got them in the building, and I think that's all that matters. So I didn't realize it did. I don't see many dunks with extra laces, so it is nice to have some extra laces. We got purple and teal. On the inside, you have that nice Nike in teal on purple bottom. I don't know. Did anybody watching? Is anybody in the building? Did anybody get this? And what are your initial thoughts on these? Like, what would you rate these at? I'm looking at the tongue tag, and it's actually gold. It's gold. It's not yellow. And I think that's what they're calling this, is that this is actually supposed to be actually gold, but I'm looking at it and it really does look like just Lakers colorway. It really does look like Lakers colorway. I mean, let's excuse the stripe for a second, but like, it really does look like a Lakers colorway. Green laces with Nike swoosh. Ooh, okay. Yeah, you know what? Christian, you got a good point. Maybe actually I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of Gatorade a little bit, that swoosh, that like, I don't know. It just kind of, it looks like a fruity colorway. You need some Jackies, bro. Well, I do have the Jackies. I'm not reviewing them today, but I will be reviewing them in one of my next videos. But yes, I would say probably out of all the dunks that have released thus far this year, my favorites are the green apples, and then definitely the Jackies for sure. So I didn't hit on the green apples, but I am trying for the cherries right now. I got a couple entries at my local skate shop, and then so I'm hoping we hit on that so we can review it on the channel. And then the green apples definitely. But in most likely my next video, I'll be reviewing the Jackies and my overall thoughts on them. But those are definitely going straight to the collection for sure. Yeah, so I'm stoked on that. I'm really stoked on that. Look, at the end of the day, I'm just glad the freaking package arrived safe and sound, was not tampered with, because I've been hearing a lot of people's, you know, a lot of packages that are arriving, because, you know, there's just a lot of energy in the air with a lot of the heat that's released this month, and a lot of people are just like, they just want to get their freaking package, you know. But I like these a lot. I think these are super clean. I'm most likely going to be giving these a solid 9 out of 10. Honestly, I think this is sick. For a dunk, the quality seems good. There's not necessarily like too much, just not necessarily like glue stains or anything like that. Like very, very mild, you know. And yeah, the quality seems good on these. I like the stitching on the back here too. If you look really close, you got that nice teal stitching as well. These are awesome. Yo, BG, what's going on? I can't stop using the Yo-Yo you sent me, bro. Hey, bro. And this is why I added more strings in the package, because, yo, I change strings every 15 minutes for my Yo-Yos. So when you're starting out, you can probably use your string for like maybe a good solid 2 weeks. But strings get dirty, so that's why I sent you a bunch of strings. So it should be in the little package, man. I hope. New York Dad says I'm about to bust a move on reverse mocha. I'm contemplating it too. I'm contemplating it too, because I know prices are going to dip once it hits that 1,000 mark, and then a lot of people want to go ahead and purchase them, right? But again, for today's stream, I wanted to keep it light. It's Sunday. I hope everybody's having a really amazing day. If you're barbecuing, if you're hanging out with family, if you're spending time with friends, loved ones, you know, it's like today's really all about just kicking it, relaxing, and yeah. So I wanted to definitely just wanted to touch on these. I think these are solid. Again, I'm going to give these a solid 9 out of 10. If anybody has any questions about these in the chat, you know, and what they're doing in the resale market right now, they're doing okay. They're not doing numbers, you know, because like we're kind of in a weird place with the economy right now. But yeah, I like these. I kind of wish I had my size. If I did hit these in my size, I would definitely be keeping them. Yeah, they're awesome. Hope you get them, New York Dad. New York Dad got to go. All good, all good. Okay, I'm just reading here. Yeah, New York Dad. I hope you hit on. I mean, I hope you're able to purchase them, and I hope the prices aren't going to be too high for the mochas. But at the end of the day, yeah. So again, guys, I think these are honestly super awesome. I would recommend getting them if you like this colorway, especially if you live in LA. I think these are definitely solid. And that pretty much concludes like my honest review on these. I didn't realize they came with extra laces, so it is nice to see some extra laces that you can kind of, you know, play around with. Now yeah, I'm still debating what I'm going to be doing with these because they're obviously not my size, so I am most likely going to be selling them. But I just wanted to touch on that, show you guys. Love you all. Stopping by to say what's up. Stay blessed. Yo, stay blessed. Stay blessed. I hope everybody is having an amazing day. For all the Ghost Watchers in the house, shout out to you guys as well. Again, in today's video, I just definitely wanted to keep it light. I just wanted to show you guys these initial Leslie Dunks before the month ends, because these released this month. I didn't want it to get to the next month and we haven't been able to at least show or cover it. So I was fortunate to be able to just have this opportunity to show these to you guys. I have retail plug, just saying. No way! You have a freaking retail plug for the mochas? Dude, that's crazy. Christian says, Ernest, have you been to Cool Kids? Cool Kids or Nice Kicks? Cool Kicks LA. No, I have not been to Cool Kicks LA. No, not yet. But I do plan on going to LA sometime soon, hopefully sometime next month. And the reason why I want to go to LA next month is because, let me share this with you guys. I want to see the Louis Vuitton 200. So Louis Vuitton is doing this. They're doing their Louis Vuitton 200 trunks, and they're doing this whole showcase. So let me go ahead and just populate the screen here. Hope you guys can see that. Yeah, so for those that don't know, I worked for Louis Vuitton long time ago in 2012. All right, so to me, this is kind of near and dear to my heart. Like, I have a lot of history with Louis Vuitton, and I really want to be able to have the opportunity to see this because, number one, I don't know how long the museum is going to be up and invisible to the public. But imagine that there's 200 trunks that they're going to be showcasing to the public, and I want to be able to go there and have a good solid look at some of this stuff. I want to document some of this stuff because I do have a friend who is also in the yo-yo community, and Louis Vuitton made him a Louis Vuitton yo-yo, a trunk with a Louis Vuitton yo-yo, and he is one of the, I guess, artisans who was able to, be able to participate in this. So let me go ahead and just see if I can. Did anyone even hit on the LV Forces? Hey, I don't know a single person that has hit on the Louis Vuitton Forces, to be honest. 200. Let me see. January. Okay, I just want to be able to show this to you guys while we are here, okay? Because we were talking a little bit about LA, but so Gentry Stein is one of the most recent world yo-yo champions, okay? And Louis Vuitton commissioned him with a Louis Vuitton trunk and yo-yo. So you can go ahead and take a look at this. More than happy to link this in the in the chat, so you guys can go ahead and take a look at this later. But part of the reason I want to go to LA is because they have a lot of all these trunks on display. I don't know for how long, but I definitely want to go ahead and take a look. You need an LV rep to hit to hit on them. Yep, you got a good point. New York Dad's got a really good point. You guys, to be able to have hit on the Louis Vuitton Air, the Virgil Off-White Forces, you would have had to have had a rep, and because what they call it is a VIC or a VVIC, which is very, very important customer. You would most likely have had to have already spent anywhere from maybe, I don't know, 500,000 at Louis Vuitton. I know that sounds like a lot of money, but some people spend a lot of money. Some people have really good jobs. Some people come from really good, well-off families that are able to afford a lot of this stuff. So you would have needed, because what I'm hearing, what I've heard is if you're a VVIC or a VIC or one of these top clients, they'll email you the link and you can just purchase. So that's how they rolled out a lot of the drop. Now, I hear some lucky people were able to have purchased. This is based from word of mouth. I can't lie, Yo-Yo are super addicting. Yeah, Yo-Yos are a lot of fun. Last night I was going through my Yo-Yo, because I have 3 verticals for Yo-Yo. I have like my collection. I have the Yo-Yos that I typically use most of the time, so that's kind of like my in rotation, kind of like sneakers in my rotation Yo-Yos. And then I also have my 4 resale Yo-Yos, so there's 3 different buckets that I have for Yo-Yos. Some I purchase to flip later, because some you could purchase for $100 and then resell it for like $300 to $500. So really depending on what Yo-Yo you got, when you got it, like there's a pretty tight-knit community with Yo-Yo, and these guys love Yo-Yos. Like, if they a majority of them who are collectors like me, we purge eBay, we're on Facebook groups, we're constantly looking for certain pieces to complete our collection, because it's not easy. I've been collecting Yo-Yos for 20 years. So like my collection right now, I'm probably close to a little over 300 Yo-Yos. Now that might sound like a lot, but I have some friends with collections of 2,000 to 3,000. So like we take Yo-Yos very, very, very seriously over here. As you can see on the screen, like this is luxury. You know what I mean? Me, Jeffrey Pang, and then Dr. Popular, we recently released a luxurious Yo-Yo, which is called the Executive. Each of those pieces released for about $315 to about $365. Now that's not cheap for a Yo-Yo. A lot of kids are going to be asking their mom and dad for that, and they're like, $300 for freaking Yo-Yo? Like, no, like they won't be paying that. But for collectors like me, we see these titanium pieces, or they're made of magnesium, or the one you're seeing on the screen over here. This is made of, I believe it's made of palladium. So this is Gentry Stein, one of the world yo-yo champions. And they recently made him a yo-yo, which I believe is going to be auctioned at I don't know if it's going to be auctioned at this event, but it will be auctioned. Okay, it comes with a little trunk. Feel free to take a look at this. It's a very interesting story, because it does have its own trunk. So for those that don't know, there are currently there was a general release for Louis Vuitton for Yo-Yos. Let me go ahead and just show it to you, just so you guys, since we're on the topic. There was a general release for Louis Vuitton Yo-Yos, and this was a long time ago. So let me go ahead and just bring this to the screen. So this Yo-Yo, this was released by Louis Vuitton, and you could purchase these at Louis Vuitton. I think it was a couple years ago. I think it was maybe 4 years ago or 5 years ago. So anybody could have purchased this from Louis Vuitton when they released it. However, there's 3 people right now that I know of: Gentry, myself, and then Hiroyuki Suzuki, who is a world champion. So each of us have our own Louis Vuitton Yo-Yos that have been created. All right. Gentry is the most recent one who has his own trunk created. So let me go ahead and just I'll scroll down. Yeah, so we see it over here. But I do want to show you Hiroyuki Suzuki LV Yo-Yo. All right, because I want you guys to be able to actually see that there have been a couple Yo-Yos that have been created for some special people. All right, let me go ahead and bring this to the screen. So as you see here, this is Hiroyuki Suzuki's Louis Vuitton Yo-Yo, which is a collaboration with his company Something. Okay, so this is a Something Yo-Yo, but Louis Vuitton has some engravings on it. So this is considered a Louis Vuitton special creation for Hiroyuki Suzuki. Okay, so this is the second Louis Vuitton that was Yo-Yo that was created. The first one, which was made for myself, I'm about to show that to you guys momentarily, but this is the first one that was created with a case. He wanted to have his own case, and on the bottom over here you see it says HS, which is Hiroyuki Suzuki. And yeah, so he owns his own yo-yo company. All right, so Gentry, Hiroyuki, and myself, and I will show you guys mine, okay? Louis Vuitton. Yeah, it's a very interesting story, but yeah, let me go ahead and just see if I can just pull this up. Yeah. So this is, over here is the one that they made for me, which honestly, so this was in 2012, I believe, around November, December. But this is it. That's it right there. Bam. Louis Vuitton with the damier print all over, and so it's a palladium coated yo-yo, and it has engravings all across. All right, so each Louis Vuitton yo-yo that has been made for us three, myself, Hiroyuki Suzuki, and Gentry, all have their designated shapes. Okay, now I'm sponsored by a company called Caribou Lodge, so this is a collaboration with Caribou Lodge and Louis Vuitton. Okay, Hiroyuki Suzuki, his is a collaboration with Something, that's the name of his company, and Louis Vuitton. And if you take a good look at Gentry's yo-yo, Gentry is sponsored by Yo-Yo Factory. So Yo-Yo Factory and Louis Vuitton did have, it's basically a yo-yo that's based on his most popular yo-yo, one of the best-selling yo-yos actually. It's called the Shutter. So, you know, Gentry does happen to have that, and yeah, it's very, very interesting to me that there is this continuous, I don't know, we're just continuing, like, people in the industry are just continuing to pave the way. So shout out to Gentry on all his success. I believe this was filmed in Rodeo Drive, actually. Looks like a really nice location. I've only been there once. I got to take a look at their bottom floor store, but I think it's 4 stories, I believe. So it's a very elegant type of store, but it's very, very interesting. Just, I don't know, just everything. So again, this yo-yo is going to be auctioned. We have no idea what the price tag is or how much any of this is worth. I know that Hiroyuki still has his. I'm certain that I have mine, that's for sure. I do plan on eventually getting my own trunk. Okay, right now I just have the yo-yo alone. I don't have my own trunk. This is going to be auctioned off, so I don't know if Gentry will, like, I don't know if they made a spare for him or what the deal is, but I know that there was one created with a special box. So I just wanted to show you guys this because I'm very tight in with the yo-yo community, so I know a lot of this information. But at the end of the day, we have to remember that this is, so he was 166 out of 200 artisans. So if you go ahead and take a look at Louis Vuitton, louis200.com, and you just click into that, it will show you pretty much all the different projects and every single person. And this is why I want to go to LA. I want to be able to take a good look at this. So it is going to be, wow, okay, it's only going to be until September 6th, so I gotta go, and I plan on going next month. I plan on going next month. I'm gonna carve out hopefully 2 days, go to LA, and I'm really hoping I can solidify a time slot to be able to take a look at this, because honestly, this is history. There's a lot of amazing people on this list that have contributed trunks to this whole experience, you know, to celebrate. Again, what are they celebrating? They're celebrating Louis Vuitton's 200th birthday. That's what it is, you know, and this is just super, super, super amazing. So shout out to everybody who is watching this, rewatching this. Smash that like button if you guys are gaining some value out of this. Again, I just wanted to touch on this because this is exciting. This is something that's happening very, very, very soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Lisa Leslie Dunks. I think they're awesome. Again, I'm going to give them a solid 9 out of 10. I think that the colorway initially for the Lisa Leslie is fire. It's fire, the quality is good, and if, you know, at the end of the day, it's a dunk. So if you like them, rock them, all right? Again, this did come in women's sizing, so just note that, you know, if you do if you are going to be purchasing it, make sure you do the conversions. You know what I mean? Because right now I'm a size 11 women's that converts to a 9.5 men's. All right. But yeah, what is the most expensive yo-yo in your collection? That's a very, very good question, Christian. So for me specifically, probably this. Now, the reason why is because to me, this is a priceless yo-yo. If somebody were to offer me money for it, even if they were to offer me thousands of dollars, I would just say no. And the reason why is because it's a special memory to me. The CEO at the time, Yves Carcel, I demonstrated for him in the Philippines, and he shakes my hand. We have a photo together, and he says to the crowd, "I will help him," is what he says. And I don't know, just to me, that special moment where you have the CEO of the company and then me, I'm just a part-time associate. For once in my life, we were able to kind of meet halfway, and it was just a very, very magical moment for me, for him to say, "I want to help you," and for them to take me up on this word to create a yo-yo for me. One of the first people to have, I am the first person who has a Louis Vuitton yo-yo created. I would say this is definitely a priceless possession for sure. So there's no price tag on this. So that's why this is probably the most expensive yo-yo in my collection. But second to this, I do have some yo-yos that are worth anywhere from $800 to maybe $1,000. I do happen to have some original Caribou Lodge yo-yos that are very, very rare and hard to find. I am almost certain some people would pay top dollar for that. I also have some One Drop projects. The One Drop project is a very sought after yo-yo as well. Probably one of the best yo-yos that have ever been created, in my humble opinion. So shout out to One Drop Yo-Yos. Yeah, so I would say, yeah, I have some yo-yos that are probably worth anywhere from $800 to $1,000, just one yo-yo alone. So just note that. And these yo-yos originally retailed for about $100 to maybe $150. So think about that. You're only really going to know that stuff if you're really deep in the yo-yo industry and you really understand what's worth getting. So yeah. Best believe I'm ready for that Jackie unboxing. Yeah, 100%. I mean, hey, I would do it now, but I want to be able to separate these videos out so when people see a thumbnail, they know what to expect. All right. But again, wow, yeah, no, this is awesome. So we've been live for about 35 minutes over here, pretty much covering these. Again, on the resale market, they're doing, they're not doing numbers. You'd have to have the bigger sizes to do numbers over here, but this is honestly, I think it's an awesome colorway. If you guys are thinking about this, double thumbs up for me. I think this is a solid pair. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys joining my live. The last thing I did want to touch on, I know that this Dark Concord is going to be releasing pretty soon. Now, we won't be touching on that too much. I know there's not too much hype around the Jordan 5s. I think it's a solid colorway, but I don't know. I also feel like a lot of the Jordan 5s that have been releasing, I don't know, they're not necessarily the most hyped shoe, So yeah, it is what it is. And then if we scroll down here, you're definitely going to see, let's scroll down, you're going to see a lot. What do we see? We see a lot of Air Forces. Well, you might be wondering, why are we seeing so many Air Forces? Well, it's the 40th anniversary of the Air Force One, so that's why there's a lot of these Air Forces coming out. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it from me for today. Shout out to each and every single one of you guys joining. If you haven't already, smash that like button. Smash that like button. We are on that 2,000 subscriber chase. You freaking know it. And we're also on the 4,000 watch hours as well. So much love to every single one of you guys rocking with me and tuning into this initial review and a little bit of talk, a little bit about the Louis Vuitton yo-yo history. Again, I'm your guy over here, Ernest Khan. I'm going to be signing off momentarily, but the last thing I just want to touch on real quick, if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram, all right? It's very, very easy. Ernest_Khan. I post a lot. It was recently my birthday, for those that don't know, right over there, having some cake. These are some of the yo-yos, the luxurious yo-yos we released as well. I think we still do happen to have a couple pieces, so feel free to take a look at Luftwerk. You can look into that. But yeah, we talk about sneakers here. We have coffee. We kick it. So yeah, with that being said, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys in the freaking building. I will be signing off over here. But I hope you have a lovely, lovely, lovely rest of your Sunday, and I will too. You know, at the end of the day, you know, let's be present, and I'm looking forward to this week being a phenomenal week for me. And yeah, just much love to everybody in the building. All right. With that being said, I'm going to be signing off over here. But if you happen to have any questions, don't hesitate to shoot me a direct message on Instagram. All right, because like again, we're taking this channel to the freaking moon. All right. Thank you guys. Have a lovely rest of your day. And peace.